Buddhist teachings, let others vie for victory or defeat. I release all sorrows and rest in ease. Welcome back, everyone, to Mind Podcast. Ordinary people live in delusion, sometimes letting go or distancing themselves, but not out of their own volition. Instead, it's due to their inability to hold on. Only when strength is exhausted and the pain of clinging becomes unbearable do they reluctantly let go. Acceptance is also a form of letting go, but the mindset differs. One is a voluntary release, the other a forced surrender. Naturally, the consequences and suffering vary greatly. Have you ever paused to be honest with yourself, reflecting on what remains of the things you once passionately pursued? If not mere ashes of memories, impossible to articulate, if not the endless humiliations of life's ups and downs, a humble existence. Once you become attached to something, sorrow naturally arises, your hands cling tightly, and your mind is trapped in fear and worry. When the day of parting arrives, your heart is struck with pain and endless regret. Ultimately, this stems from a deep-rooted ego, habits formed over countless lifetimes, always grasping and never considering release or detachment. The years, the profound emotions, and the gnawing ambitions consume both joyful and painful days, weaving the illusions of human life. We dream within dreams, never fully living, even for a fleeting moment, in the present reality. People forget the path, forget their return, forget the ocean of tears that continues to drown humanity in suffering day and night. And we have yet to truly love ourselves. It turns out that we are the beings most in need of salvation, drowning in our own afflictions. If we cannot save ourselves, how can we save others? The things we once cherished have now become dust on the roadside. The wind blows, scattering the grains of dust far away, leaving only haze. Across thousands of miles, we sit alone, clutching the ashes of memories from countless cycles of birth and death. As long as we have not awakened, we remain lost in fleeting, frenzied dreams, half submerged in the rain-soaked paths of this world. The journey through cycles of birth and death fades the color of our tattered robes of impermanence. One day, the practitioner awakens from the illusion of splendor, reaching out to catch the pure dew of nectar, washing away the weariness of a long and painful journey. And then, who are we amid the chaos of gains and losses? Some impermanent things are easily recognized, while others require time to reveal their transformations. Modern life advances ceaselessly. We have everything, yet lack the compassion and conscience of an awakened being. Only when we sink to the depths of suffering do we begin to awaken. This vast world cannot rely on a single Buddha for all. We need more awakened beings, successors to the saints of old, for the present and future generations of this life. The reason we witness these hands letting go today is that they once clung tightly in the past. They grasped a tangible Buddha, fleeting fame, the shadow of someone we thought was everything, or faded memories, joyful or sorrowful. What remains, if not calloused emotions, panic, anxiety, and the heavy burden of pain and obsession weighing on our hearts? Clinging to anything defies the natural law of creation. When we enter or leave this life, our hands are never clenched. So why burden ourselves with something so small it fits in the palm, forgetting the vast sky above, the boundless universe, and the sea of passing people? What of human life, whether narrow or lofty? It hinges on how much or how little our hands can release. Dreams and reality are but fleeting mist, with peace found in moments of clarity. Sorrow and joy fall silent. Happiness cannot be explained, only those living it can feel it. The value of happiness or peace is known only to oneself. For both suffering and happiness shorten the cycle of rebirth, bringing us closer to the truth. When we let go, the path we walk becomes wider and freer. In these years, peace lies not in another's heart but in mastering our own life. To hold or release is our choice. Who among us has naively entered the game of existence, chasing gains and losses, presence and absence, as a means of seeking salvation, comfort, or solace for days steeped in painful dreams? Will tomorrow surely be better, or will it grow worse, with even greater suffering? If we cannot predict what tomorrow holds, why not live fully and compassionately in the present? Don't wait for tomorrow, be at peace now, for we are living in this very moment. These moments are eternal in their beauty, unique because we are present, living beautifully and fully with ourselves. Even if we are mired in fear and sorrow, remember this is not the end. Everything comes and goes with purpose. Haven't pain and loss taught us countless lessons about being human? In the end, life holds nothing to fear. The true terror lies in the illusion of unidentified fear, in the unexamined form of suffering. People measure life by a century, but the average lifespan is around 70 or 80 years. At that point, everyone arrives and departs according to the illusory nature of existence. In youth, we soar across continents, learning the way, refining ourselves, and exploring a vibrant, ever-changing world. In middle age, we learn to pause, contemplating life's profound mysteries, turning inward and living in harmony with the universe. In old age, the body weakens. Life becomes like an autumn leaf, fragile and swaying in the wind, awaiting the moment when the cycle of life ends, returning to the earth, flowing through the endless dance of birth and death in myriad forms of existence and non-existence. By now, the mind has learned to gradually release desires. These hands begin to give away what they once clung to. At 70, 80, or 90, with gray hair and impermanence no longer sending warnings but standing close, reflect on the moment of departure. The people we loved, those we hated, the things we cherished, the achievements we fought for, what do they mean then? A lifetime of connections, years of peace, and happiness are shared on a path of gratitude. If someone weeps for our passing, it means we lived well in their eyes. The worth of a life is measured by what we've done for others and our contributions to this world. What have we done to help or save anyone? Or have we only brought suffering, oppression, and resentment to others? Some people, though alive, cause fear or pain merely by their name or presence. To reach such a state, our coming and going lose meaning. Decades of existence are not truly living as a human being. Whether we depart in serene love or tormented regret depends on how we've treated others. Everyone passing through this cycle of birth and death carries burdens of sorrow and resentment. If this world lacked joy, anger, love, hatred, desire, and grief, it would already be a pure land. On the journey to the source of light, one may be swayed by fleeting pleasures, troubled by fame and gain, or trapped by closed hearts. Human hands cling tightly to narrow prejudices. Who continues and who gives up midway is a choice each must answer. Only through storms do we know the calm of our hearts. No matter what, stand up and keep walking. Remember, pitfalls and thorns lie only beneath your feet. Above, the vast sky stretches wide, and the sun and moon shine day and night. Life doesn't give joy without pain. To keep your feet free of mud, don't cling to delusions and step into the mire of existence. To find a heart at peace in a pure realm, don't chase after worldly disputes. After a cold, dark night, the sun rises and we smile radiantly again. The more hardships we endure, the broader our compassion grows. No one seeks suffering, but it is a truth of life. The more we fear and avoid it, the more likely we are to encounter it. Through days of pain, we learn life's great lessons. Suffering is the teacher that shows us true happiness. Each pain we overcome widens the horizon of freedom. Forgiving another's harm shortens the cycle of suffering. What now tears our hearts may, in time, become a lesson we're grateful for. Every sorrow is beautiful. Every pain teaches compassion. Once we understand suffering, we no longer wish to inflict it on others. This is because we understand we are compassionate. Even in deep suffering, don't fear. Contemplate the true nature of pain. When the lesson is learned, suffering departs, making way for peace and happiness. The heart seeks simple happiness, but rejects pain. Isn't that selfish greed? Having entered the game, face its challenges boldly. Floating in the dust of existence, tread fearlessly over obstacles. To end suffering, let go of excessive dreams. To escape rebirth, release attachment and desire. Love for eternity, but don't cling. Don't seek suffering, but don't suppress it. Don't chase or flee. Forgiving those who harm us is hard, but strive to forgive. Embracing life's difficulties, though hard to release, must be let go. Courageously halting all desires that is virtue. Everything comes and goes like clouds over mountains, water by hills. Rising, falling, meeting, parting, all flow to the great sea. We are like pure flowers, soaring to the sky, enduring storms and drought, ultimately returning to the serene earth. A single lifetime cannot capture the vast journey of rebirth. It may span thousands of lives, wandering endlessly, or spark awakening in a fleeting moment. But human life is often defined by adversity and pain. Only through trials can we cultivate boundless compassion. Sometimes, a simple heart, a spark of empathy, or a touch of compassion transforms mistakes into light. Everyone fears suffering. Pleasures, though resisted, draw us in. We seek peace, ignoring the bitterness. To find true peace is not hard, just let go of grasping, striving, desiring, and creating. Be present, empty, and free. No need to plead to the heavens or seek a savior. Suffering allows us to experience the pain we, in ignorance, have caused others, intentionally or not. No two pains are alike. Each cycle of life brings new lessons to deepen wisdom over time. With as many beings as there are in the world, there are as many experiences. Plunging into the sea of suffering, this world is where each begins their journey to uncover the true nature of existence. Suffering is not to be feared. What matters is what we learn from it, piecing together our hearts. Don't fear or panic. Carry a radiant heart into life, with a serene soul and compassionate eyes. Every step is guided by benevolence, anger fades, and like-minded souls connect. Amid humanity, don't bow to the ordinary. Raising your head is easy, but humility is hard. Speaking much is easy, but silence is hard. Promising is easy, but fulfilling promises is hard. Doubting others is easy, but trusting and thinking well of them is hard. We often see others' faults but rarely our own, even when they're clear. We remember what we do for others but forget their kindness to us. Loving the virtuous is easy, but loving the flawed is hard. Bowing to power is easier than submitting to a saint. Chasing worldly pleasures is easy, but living simply and virtuously is hard. Following the world is easy, but letting go is far harder. Rebirth is ever present, liberation is hard. Arrogance binds the heart. A single bow, releasing deep ego, opens a boundless path. To sit on a lotus, first stand in muddy waters. Do what others avoid, endure what others cannot. Don't lament fate for burdening you with pain and obstacles. After all, suffering is like an arrow we shoot, returning to strike us. If we send out a flower instead, a flower returns, not a spear. Peace cannot be begged, granted, or found elsewhere. It begins in each small thought. The Buddha's wisdom is vast, but if time is short, remember one thing: keep your mind pure. A pure mind brings peaceful thoughts, words, and deeds. 3 years of existence, light and dark, ups and downs, grasping beauty and enduring troubles, we dream of a distant place. In the end, we blame fate for our illusions. Dawn breaks, flowers bloom clearly. The path remains, mountains stand, clouds drift. Everywhere is home, everywhere is happiness. Live with things as they are. What is yours will be yours, what isn't will never be. In love, let it be. Pursue what you want, but know when to let go if it's beyond reach. Clinging brings only pain and regret. A light heart accepts life as it comes. Letting go is hard because we hesitate, hoping for change, bound by desire. Those who waver are slow to hold and slow to release. A great shock or near-death experience can change us. When we view things or people more openly, letting go becomes easier. Suffering comes from endless desires, exhausting us daily. Fame, wealth, love, or career once gained, they're hard to release because of lingering dreams or because their loss hasn't yet pushed us to the breaking point. A man, distressed, asked a monk, "Master, why can't I let go of some things and people?" The monk replied, "Nothing is impossible to let go." The man persisted, "Why do I fail to let go time and again?" The monk handed him a cup and poured tea until it overflowed. The man, scalded, dropped the cup. The monk said, "Nothing cannot be let go. When it hurts enough, you'll let go." Holding on to the past or guilt is like carrying a stone on a long journey, exhausting. Letting go isn't just about material things, but also about releasing sorrow and worry. If you can't let go, these doubts poison your soul, stealing your peace. Letting go cleanses the dust of existence, returning us to our pure, kind nature. Clinging is like a traveler carrying a heavy stone. How can you reach your destination? Life, with its attachments, blinds us to our own state, traps us in cycles, hides the wounds of striving, and obscures the peace beyond fleeting glories. We fail to see the path home after a weary life, the joy and sorrow, or the kindness amid strangers. Living in regret over past joys, unfinished deeds, or fleeting fame brings endless unrest. The past is a rain that passes. Clinging to it prolongs suffering. Some things cannot be undone. Words cannot be unsaid. Regret clouds the present and future. Why does the universe endure? Because it exists not for itself. Why does sunlight and air last? Because they give to all. Giving is the root of eternal existence. Our lives bear the mark of the universe's giving. To repay life, we must learn to give to others and the world. Who are we? Not our names, given by parents, not our bodies, bound to birth, aging, illness, and death. Who are we, striving, calculating, and suffering in this world? We are in the grass, the fish, the birds, part of all things. To harm nature or others is to harm ourselves. Love, share, give, and serve life for every flower, blade of grass, and person. This is selflessness. Selflessness isn't erasing the self, but merging it with the boundless universe. Ego is living only for oneself, losing the true self. To live with conditions is to joyfully accept the present, cease resisting, and calmly await the right circumstances. This attitude itself becomes a key condition for good outcomes. A single missing condition can prevent success. With deep understanding, we learn what to do or avoid to gather good conditions and dissolve bad ones. Good conditions are favorable, bad ones are not. What's good for one may be bad for another. Conditions aren't inherently good or bad, they form or dissolve based on the energy of each being. People rejoice in good conditions, seeking to sustain them, and resist bad ones, trying to escape. But good conditions don't always bring happiness, nor bad ones suffering. Bad conditions may strengthen us, good ones weaken us. What starts as good may turn bad, and vice versa, depending on our resilience and attitude. Don't stress over changing unwanted conditions or chasing desired ones. A steady heart attracts harmonious conditions naturally. As the saying goes, like calls to like. When we find strength within, external conditions lose importance. Welcome all conditions freely. Not getting what you want can be a great blessing. Life isn't a century, but exists in each breath. Live beautifully, fully, and freely in every breath, letting each carry you to a noble life. A life is wasted when each breath is squandered. Nurture wisdom, live with others, and avoid the trap of loneliness. Don't compete, there's no number one, only illusions of ego. No one is wholly good or bad. All can change with the right conditions. This mindset avoids excessive hope or despair. Stay calm amid life's changes. Don't hate what displeases you. Don't cling to what's yours or not yours. Don't harm others or the sacred. Live honestly, even in a deceitful world. Live awake, not chasing fleeting desires. Each day, smile at children and flowers. Avoid idle talk. Do what you believe is right, and act without regret. When past joys or sorrows arise, smile at them. Don't compare yourself, your family, or your country to others. Comparison breeds envy or inferiority, exhausting you. Focus on beauty and bring it to life. Ignore others' faults, they aren't you. Thinking ill of others clouds your heart and dims your joy. Listen to your mind and breath, learn from others, and treat them as you wish to be treated. Each sunrise and sunset, think of beauty. Tackle hard tasks to build resolve, which carries you through challenges. Don't seek sainthood, but let your actions reflect holiness daily. Help others' goodness shine. Don't just speak of compassion and virtue, live them in every act. Demanding perfection from others breeds suffering. Accepting their flaws brings happiness within reach. Life is interdependent, relative, not absolute. No one lives without dying. Nothing dies without returning in new forms. Even those we hate have hidden kindness. Even those we admire have flaws. Nothing is absolutely good or bad. Seeing this, we avoid extreme hatred or blind devotion. An objective view brings ease in all interactions. We imprison ourselves in love and hate, demanding absolutes when we are not absolute. This is our suffering. Realizing this, only you can bring yourself happiness, positive thinking, and fair actions. Knowing nothing is absolute makes relationships easier, and happiness blooms when we open our hearts. A life like a battlefield breeds conflict. A life like a journey reveals vistas. A life like shifting clouds stays calm amid change. Happiness or suffering depends on our mindset facing life's ups and downs. Failure teaches humility and patience. Success reveals courage and faith. Meeting many shows the value of true friendship. Struggles highlight understanding and generosity. Fame teaches detachment. Conflict values harmony and forgiveness. Deceit shows the worth of sincerity. Forget what saddens you. Leave places and people that diminish you. That's true living. As long as tomorrow exists, today is a fresh start toward truth, goodness, and beauty. Happiness stems from how we view people and events. Embrace these mindsets for a lasting, serene life. When judged or mocked, laugh at your imperfections. It shows confidence in your flaws. Accepting your limits fosters growth. Some are more fortunate, not anyone's fault. You'll never have everything you want, and desires shift endlessly. Learn to be content with what you have. In stress, choose wisely what to do or avoid to save time. Expecting others to bring happiness leads to disappointment. Love life and people without expectation for true peace. Dishonest people may succeed quickly, but goodness endures. Be good. Even if life treats you harshly, it ensures peaceful sleep, free from fear of exposed wrongs. Live without shame, like a widow crossing a river, not expecting flowers to bloom for you or streams to flow backward. Live fully joy, sorrow, success, failure all pass. Live to love, live freely. Each heart holds a private sky, sometimes stormy, sometimes clear. Others cannot enter. Each heart holds emotions, sweet or bitter, often unseen by others. Silent feelings are the heart's voice. Unshed tears reveal life's cruelty. We wear bright smiles for the world, hiding our struggles. We speak of success, leaving pain unexpressed. We advise others wisely but falter with our own troubles. We see others clearly but are blind to ourselves, a common human flaw. Some things, unless experienced, remain unfelt. Some situations, unless lived, stay misunderstood. Knowing life's joys and pains are fleeting, why cling to their shifts? No matter how harsh life is, hold fast to perseverance. Effort yields success. In the vast sea of people, every meeting is a precious connection. Life's length matters less than what you do with it. In encounters, leave warmth, for those beside us dwindle daily. Live fully in the present, and all becomes cherished memory. Face life with peace, treat mistakes with kindness, and life will be serene. Maturity comes not from years or travels, but from knowing when to let go or forgive, reducing conflict. Everyone carries pain, not erased but endured. Knowing words solve nothing and only weaken us. Some wounds, though cared for, heal only in silence. When someone hurts you, forgive, they may change. Forgiveness frees you. Believe in redemption and let life prove it. For every reason to grieve, find a story to smile. In a cruel world, keep a gentle heart. Let go of what displeases you. Live for your ideals. To live well, lessen ego. Consider others' perspectives. Life becomes kinder. Open your heart, and joy grows. Forgive widely, and blessings follow. What once troubled you often proves trivial in hindsight. Take nothing hastily. Stay calm, think broadly, and all can be released lightly. Breathe slowly, feel life's rhythm, and find peace. With boundless compassion, see all with empathy. Stay serene amid chaos, steadfast like a mountain. Walk peacefully, and every path blooms, enriching life. Wherever you are, nirvana's joy awaits. To live happily, forgive not just others but yourself. Let go of what can be released. Anger softens with compassion. Deep bonds and inner peace matter most. You may feel anger, but cruelty is not your right. The sea's vastness comes from embracing all rivers. Forgiving others' faults means forgiving yourself. Listen to your heart, learn from others, treat them as you wish to be treated. Life is each breath lived beautifully, fully, freely, to reach a noble life. No one is wholly good or bad. All can change. This avoids extremes of hope or despair. Don't preach compassion, live it in every act. Step back, and the world opens. Forgiving others is kindness to yourself, keeping your smile. A forgiving heart is vast. Sometimes, stepping back is stepping forward. Yielding gains friends. Advancing at the cost of yourself calls for pause. Step back to know yourself, it's no loss. Forgiving isn't weakness but wisdom, a sign of a generous heart. Life is fleeting, born empty-handed, we leave the same. Forgiving others frees you. When you embrace life's flaws, focus on duty over gain, you stand at a spiritual height. Life brings displeasures and difficult people. If you can't let go, you'll dwell in frustration. Forgiving requires sacrifice, generosity, or slight loss, not weakness, but a path to a wider, freer life. Open your heart, practice forgiveness, and pass over troubles. With a calm mind and open heart, all becomes simple, leaving peaceful days behind.